You're all very welcome to our midweek exhale. It's hard to believe it's Wednesday already. My name's Marie and I'm one half of the Exhale Awakening, and thankfully there on my screen is Sharyn, and she's the other half of the Exhale Awakening. And we have a midweek exhale every Wednesday evening as it's Wednesday evening for us, as a pause in your week, as a chance to just take some time for you, because weeks are busy and I certainly am inclined to rush through the week without ever stopping. So this is a chance for you to stop and just rest. We have one rule, and that rule is that you are comfortable. And if during the session you need to move or adjust in order to keep yourself comfortable, please feel free to. The one thing we would ask you not to do is stand up quickly, because sometimes when we do breathwork techniques, we can get a little bit lightheaded. And if we stand up quickly, it can be dangerous. So if you do, for some reason, have to get up, just gently bring your breathing back to normal and then gently and slowly stand up. Our session will be in 4 parts. So we'll do 4 different breaths. We're going to start with breath awareness. Our second and third breath in this session are going to be triangle, but they're going to be just slightly different. They're not going to be identical. They're never identical. And triangle is the breath that is our breath of the week in the community this week. So we're going to do a little bit of experimenting with that. And our final breath will be coherence. Each section will begin with birdsong and we'll finish with silence. Both birdsong and silence being absolute medicine that sit really well alongside the breath and move us into our parasympathetic nervous systems and allow us to rest, while also creating new neural pathways in our brains and improving our mood. So yeah, they're all really, really good. Some of the breaths that we do this evening might not necessarily sit right with you, and that's okay. Anything we ask you to do is an invitation, and you can completely ignore the invitation if that feels better for you in this session. I would, however, suggest that you give it a go. Even you only do it for a minute or half a minute, give it a go and just notice how it feels, and then bring your breath, if it's not right for you in this session, bring your breathing back to normal and just stay with your breath awareness. But again, noticing. The other thing can happen sometimes is the silence doesn't sit right with us. And again, just notice that. Stay with it and notice it. And the one final thing is sometimes it does feel a little bit like work. And I mean, it is a rest session, so it is entirely up to you how much work you want to do. But if you do decide to engage and do the work, just know that we're not looking for you to push through or force in this session. If there's discomfort, just sit with the discomfort and just be with it and notice it, and pull back from it if that feels better. Okay, all those things being said, I think we are ready to start. So get yourself comfortable. Get yourself really comfortable, and we're going to begin just by noticing. So as you settle down, just notice what's around you. Before you close your eyes, have a quick look around and notice the space that you're in. And then maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever feels best. And bring your attention from the outside, bring your attention inside. So bring your attention into your body. And just notice what's happening in your body at this minute. Maybe it's the first time you've taken time to notice today. Maybe there's tension, tightness, or pain, or tingling or lightness. And try not to get caught up in judging or analysing. Just notice that that's the way it is at the minute. And bring your attention to your mind. Maybe there's lots of thoughts buzzing about. Maybe there's not. But again, notice it. Don't judge it. Don't think it should be another way. Just notice. And how do you feel right now? Maybe there's big emotions. Maybe there's not. But again, just noticing them. And as the music begins, just allowing all that you've noticed to soften into the background. And it doesn't have to go away. The thoughts probably won't go away. But let them soften and bring your attention to your breath. And notice your breath. Notice the inhale and notice the exhale. And giving yourself permission to just breathe for the next while. You don't have anything else to do. And as your focus is on your breath, letting go of any need to change it right now. Just allowing it to be whatever way it is. And maybe bringing your attention to that point where the inhale becomes the exhale. And just noticing how that happens. Maybe there's a pause, maybe there's not. And as the exhale becomes the inhale, is that the same? And maybe there's been a change in your breath just because you brought awareness to it. We're not looking for any change, but sometimes it happens naturally. And if your mind is maybe butting in, or you're finding it hard to find the breath, just stay with it. And maybe the more focus you bring to your breath, maybe the quieter your mind will become. In our last minute now before the silence, so if you have drifted off, just bringing your attention back to your breath. And as the music begins to fade, getting ready to rest in the silence for the first time in this session.
And as the birdsong begins, just reflecting how it felt to be in the silence for the first time in this session, and perhaps even the first time today. And for our second breath segment, we're going to breathe an upward facing triangle. So we are going to inhale, imagining from the ground to the top of the triangle. We're going to exhale, from the top of the triangle back down to the ground. And then we're going to hold our breath along the ground before we inhale again, exhale again, and hold again. You can imagine a triangle in your mind whilst you're doing it. You can count along with me, and I'm going to start the count because it's a triangle with the count of 3, keeping it in the try. But if you feel like you need to extend that and maybe count for 4 or 5, then go right ahead. And if you feel, I'm not sure you can shorten it. If you feel like you need to shorten it, perhaps just stay with your natural breath, because I think we'd be hyperventilating a little bit, pulling in that quickly and out that quickly. So we're going to breathe in for 3, out for 3, and hold for 3. And then I'm going to let you find your own pace. So on your next exhale, just rest down at the bottom before you take your next in-breath. And then in 3, 2, 1, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3. Now you find your own rhythm, matching your inhale with your exhale. But if you want to shorten the hold, then you're just making it a slightly taller triangle. You find your rhythm and enjoy. And if your mind has wandered and you've forgotten the breath style, by breathing with the triangle, just bring your focus back to your breath. Inhaling, exhaling, and then holding along the bottom. And match your inhale and your exhale in length, but allow the hold to move with however comfortable that feels for you. The same, shorter or longer. We're in the last minute now, so just bring your focus again back to your breath. Commit to that triangle for the last minute. Maybe doing one last triangle, a little bit longer, adding to your count. As we move into the second silence.
And as the bird song once again brings the silence to a gentle close, reflecting on that silence. Maybe how it was compared to the first silence. And for our next breath, we're going to return to the triangle breath, but we're going to turn the triangle upside down. So instead of holding along the ground, you're going to hold up in the stars this time. So you're going to inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. So instead of holding when your lungs are empty, you're going to hold when there's breath in your lungs. And as we do this, maybe just notice how it's different from the other triangle. Again, without getting caught up on why it's different, just notice how it's different. So just before the music starts, let's do a couple of triangles. The same thing, I'm going to count 3. And then after we've done a couple, I'm going to let you find your own count. So on your next exhale, pause. And then inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. And continuing with your own triangle, finding your own count. Again, keeping the inhale and the exhale the same length. Maybe they hold that length, maybe they hold shorter, maybe they hold longer. Finding what suits. Holding after the inhale. Your mind has drifted, or if you've let the triangle go, just remembering it's inhale, hold at the top, exhale, inhale, hold at the top, exhale. Finding your own count, finding the size of your own triangle. maybe if you're counting, you want to gently let the count go, but still breathe the triangle. Feel that triangle. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Maybe when you're finished the triangle you're doing one more triangle. Make it a little bit longer. And then when you're finished that one, bring your breathing back to its natural pattern. Rest in the silence.
And as the birdsong begins again, just noticing how you're feeling right now. Maybe you've noticed your nervous system just calming down because you perhaps gave a sigh, or maybe a yawn. Perhaps you can feel yourself settling. And contrasting or noticing the contrast between the two triangles and all of the different silences. And noticing how you feel as we come into our last breath for the evening. And we're going to finish with coherent breathing, or balanced breath, or harmony breathing. And we're going to breathe in and out through the nose to an equal count. Equal inhale to exhale. And you can have a short pause if you like at the top and at the bottom, but no holds, just a gentle transition from the inhale to the exhale. And you can choose your count, and you can count in your mind. You can use your fingers, bringing each of your fingers to the tip of your thumb as you inhale and exhale. Or you can just let your body find its own rhythm and trust that natural body wisdom. So on your next exhale, just hold there for a while if you want to join me for a couple of counts, and then I'll leave you to your own rhythm. So in 3, 2, 1, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Continue with that rhythm or adjust and find your own. And let this final breath just lull you into calm. Keep checking into your inhale and your exhale, ensuring that they're matched in length, but that you're not pushing and forcing a longer breath than you can handle tonight. Let it feel natural and soft. Pulling the inhale and the exhale through the nose if that's available to you. Or gently through the mouth if it's not. Just notice your body saying thank you for giving it this time of rest, this time of restoration. We're in the last minute now, so just again check in with your breath, stay focused. Just notice if you can feel the harmony, see if you can feel the balance. Maybe that might feel like a smile. As we move into the last silence for this session.
And as the birdsong begins for a final time in this session, taking a few moments to notice how you feel now. We checked in at the beginning of the session and just checking in again. Maybe it's different and maybe it's not, and either's absolutely perfect. And now beginning to gently prepare to come back to the Zoom room and to the room that you're in. Maybe we're bringing some Some gentle movement into your fingers or your toes. Maybe a stretch or a yawn. Maybe your shoulders need rolled or moved. Or your head. Just noticing what your body needs. And then gently giving it that. And if your eyes are closed, opening them and looking around that room again, just like you did at the beginning. Looking at those familiar things. Maybe feeling the surface under you. And if you're lying, maybe beginning to think about turning over onto your side. Pausing there for a moment before gently bringing yourself up to seating.
And whilst you're bringing yourself back up into seated and back into the room with us, and before we switch off the recording, I just bring your attention to some links that we've popped in there for you. So first of all, this recording will go up on our community, into our community, and the first tier of that community is free. So the link there is there, and we're actually restructuring the community. So if you're thinking of joining us with the longer breathworks that we do during the month, we do 2. Then you might want to join now, because if you sneak in and get the level that we're just about to discontinue, then we'll upgrade you, so you get a good deal. There's a note in the community that you can read. And one of those monthly breathworks is anchoring the exhale, which we do on the 4th Friday of each month, which is in 2 days. So the link for the tickets for that is there in the chat. And the other breathwork that we do is the deeper exhale, which is on the 2nd Sunday of each month. So this next one is on the 14th of December. So just before the proper Christmas madness starts, you could just spend a little bit of time relaxing. And of course, as ever, we drop our directory listing into the chat. You can use that to contact us if you're not part of the community. But if you're not, why not? Come in. We're cool. But if you did want to contact us there, you can. And you can also leave us a review. We do love it when we get reviews. So the link for the review is there too. And that's all of the housekeeping. So with that said, I'm going to stop the recording.